In this video we are going to download, install and have a quick go through of Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8.3. Please like my channel and share this video. Let's get started. Open URL www.redhat.com and wait for website to load. In this website, open tab Products and choose our desired product, that is Red Hat Enterprise Linux. By clicking on it, we will be redirected to Red Hat Enterprise Linux page. In this page, click on Try it free, or you can always purchase it. From this page, you can download latest version of RHEL, that is 8 in our case. It will require you login when you click on it. I already have ID, I will enter it and next screen will appear with a download link. Click on download and get your free version of Red Hat Enterprise Linux. Once it's completed, you can install it on your PC or VMware. For those users who want to run it from VMware, we will configure our virtual machine by clicking on Create a new machine. In this wizard, click on Custom, click on Next, remain the default machine selected and click on Next. Now we will choose installation method. You can only create machine and insert DVD later, but as we have already downloaded RHEL8, I will select image file and click on Next. Now we will select operating system, which is Linux in our case, and we will select flavor of Linux. You can see that RHEL7 is maximum option, but don't worry and go for it. On next screen, just rename your operating system from 7 to 8 and choose installation path. From next screen, assign number of processors. I will select 2 processors with 2 cores. You can adjust as per your choice and requirement. Now assign memory. Here I will assign 2 GB. You can adjust as per your choice. In next screen, select network type. I will select default. We can change it later on if required. Select IO type. I will use recommended one, and same with disk type. I will use recommended SCSI. Now select disk. You can create new, use existing virtual disk, and you can also use physical disk. I will select create new and assign 20 GB to it in next screen. Assign path to virtual disk, and here you go. Your machine is ready for installation. Click on finish and start the machine by pressing start button in top menu. The start button is available on top corner. You can just press it. It will start your virtual machine. As machine will start, installation of Linux will be loaded automatically from image file. In very first screen, you can observe 2 options, that is install Red Hat Enterprise Linux and test media and install. I will go for the first option so that direct installation could begin. It will check some necessary configurations before installer could load further process. Wait for the process to be completed. Once it's finished, it will load the installer. Here are some other final checks before installer to run. And here we go. First of all, select your preferred language. I will select English US. This is warning message that we are using pre-release unstable version. I am okay with it, so we will proceed and select our language and click on next. So this is a new screen like a dashboard which contain every installation option. We will explore it a little. As we have already selected input and language, we will select the time zone by clicking on date and time. It will select my time zone and I will prefer clock setting into 12 hours. I will choose it and click on done. As I am using a trial version, I will leave to connect the Red Hat. I already have selected media installation, so I will directly go on software selection. This is a pretty good feature where I can choose to base environment, that is complete install server with GUI only server, minimum install custom operating system for virtualization. I will install complete server with GUI. Now I can select additional installation from right menu. You can choose as per your own choice. You can choose different servers, that might be FTP, mail server, networking options. I will only choose Windows file server, and it will allow me to share files between Windows and Linux, and networking server like DNS, DHCP, and leave everything else unchecked. You can always add anything after installation, as I am done here. Let's click on done to proceed further. Let's move to next category. First of all, pick installation destination and choose disk. Select it. You can encrypt your disk data for advanced security. Click on done. Important network settings are required to be configured. From here, I will enable the network card. By default, it will get automatic IP from my network with default route to my PC. It is easy at first step. You can always perform manual setting by configuring. As you can see, whole manual configuration in this GUI is available. Now, as a last setting, you will have to set up root password, which is mandatory. For instance, I will assign easy password. We will change it after installation so everyone could get familiar with the method. You can also create new user with different roles here, but it is not our need right now. So everything is ready here. We can now directly move to begin installation, as we are good to go. Hit the button to begin installation. We can also change directory structure and naming conventions, but these are for advanced users, so we will go with the simple installation. You can see that installation has begun. Now we have to wait for a while and installer will complete its setup. Installation is in progress. You can still observe on top that it's a pre-release version of RHEL 8.3. Wait for completion of process, and yes, it's done. Now straight away reboot your computer. So here we are after restart. Some more tasks to do before the first screen. You have to accept license agreement. Let's do it. Here we go. You can skip the subscription manager. For the moment, you can also skip user creation and finished configuration. Here is the first screen of Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8.3. So some more tasks to do before going to GNOME. Press next on welcome screen. By default, privacy is on. You can turn it off. I will remain it on and click on next. Another new feature that you can connect your social and professional networks here. I will skip it. Now, at this stage, you have to create your own personal account. Enter your name for display. It will suggest username. You can also use it or create your own. And then enter password to create user and hit the next button. So you are ready to go. As you press this button, it will load some configuration and you are ready to log in. Enter your password you just typed for your username and sign in. You can observe message that system is not registered as we are using trial version. Here are some tips to get started. You can browse them or just close the browser. So this is the GNOME of Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8.3. It's ready to be used and fully installed. You can click on top right corner on activities to access menu. Here are some quick access applications. You can add by your own choice. As you click on Show Applications, the application installed by default will appear. You can click any one to open it and use it. If you click on some category like Utilities, sub-items will appear and you can choose any of them to open. Like I will open System Monitor to observe processes, tasks, etc. I will close it and open it again, the same category, and this time I will open Most Used Item and Friend of any Linux user, that is Terminal. Here we go. You can observe that I am connected as my username. I will enter command su and enter root password to log in as root. It's successfully executed. I will enter exit twice to log out as root and then log out as my username. Let's explore GNOME a little more. On right click there are three options, that is change background, display settings and other settings. Let's explore display settings. Here we have three options: orientation, resolution and night light settings. There are some other options available like keyboard, mouse and touchpad, printers and removable media. The options are quite self-explanatory. You can explore on your own. Now let's open settings tab. You can find a lot of options here. First is for Wi-Fi, second one is for Bluetooth, from third one you can change background, and fourth one is for notification settings. Then search settings, regional and languages, and then universal access. Settings are also available here. There are a lot of options are available here. We will explore them in upcoming videos. After that, online accounts option is available. You can connect your social and professional networks here. Then privacy settings, about screen lock, location services, usage and history, and purge trash are available here. In sharing, you can turn on and off screen sharing and remote login. Then sound setting and power settings are also available here. You can adjust them as per your choice. After that, most important option, network setting, is available here. Here you can see present connection settings. Then you have options for manual settings, that is IPv4, IPv6 and security, etc. You can change them as per your need. You have already seen display settings. Let's skip them. And in last menu you can find information about your system and Red Hat Enterprise Linux. So this is basic go through of our RHEL 8.3. We will go through in depth in our upcoming videos. For more advanced videos on Red Hat Enterprise Linux, please stay tuned to Code Cloud.